Alright, this is a suggestion via Discord. The name of the video is Diddy Freak Off Party Explained. This is coming from the channel. Guys, wait a second. Hold on. Why is this channel doing this? Either way, the infographics show. Generally, they produce all types of super interesting content that you guys send me. But like, I've never seen them do anything like this. So let's definitely encounter this together. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
Congratulations! You've been invited to a party hosted by none other than famous rap mogul Puff Daddy. It's going to be an extravagant gala and definitely going to skyrocket your social media following. But when you get there, it's just Diddy and a few of his close friends looking like plankton in his basement dungeon. And you're being told to take a bottle of lube to a private room to prepare yourself, all while Diddy licks his lips and looks at you,
Oh, nah, bro, you wild.
whispering to himself, "I was in one bedroom, dreaming of a million. Now I'm in beach houses, cream to the ceiling." As you're about to find out, one of Puff Daddy's most famous...
Okay, let's go ahead and break down that bar for a second. Okay? I was in one bedroom, dreaming of a million, just millions of bedrooms. Right? But now I'm in beach houses, cream to the ceiling. Cream, obviously, is, the baby batter, basically, right? A lot of baby batter in the bedroom, all the way to the ceiling. But pretty much nasty. That's pretty nasty. That's my nightmare. But of course, P. Diddy would be someone who would most likely be dreaming about such a crazy thing, I guess, right? That's a wild one.
You whispering to himself, "I was in one bedroom, dreaming of a million. Now I'm in beach houses, cream to the ceiling." As you're about to find out, one of Puff Daddy's most
Not the
famous
baby oil.
lyrics could have been quite literal. 1,000 bottles of lube, enough to fill a very large aquarium. This was the shocking discovery inside of one of Puff Daddy's homes after a federal search warrant was executed against him. And all of that lube? Well, it was meant to be used by some of your favorite celebrities in what Diddy called freak-off parties. Try to picture 1,000 bottles of lubricant. Odds are you're not picturing enough. At 12 fluid ounces each, Diddy's freak-out lube stash would be almost enough to completely fill a 100-gallon fish tank. So why did Diddy need enough lube to create a
This man sat and did the math.
slip and slide that could stretch across the entire length of a movie theater, from the lobby to the front screen? And we mean that literally. 1,000 12-ounce bottles equals about 93 gallons, which would let you cover a slip and slide 6 feet wide and around 630 feet long with 1 millimeter of personal lubricant, or a total surface area of almost 350 meters. At Diddy's movie theater, you could slide in the front door on a cushion of sex lube, whiz by the
Yes, we
concession
did the
stand
math.
for your popcorn and soda, and then slide into your front row seats right by the big screen. And what's playing in Diddy's theater? Well, one of his personal home movies, but more on that soon. First, let's talk about enough lube to drown an elephant seal. Americans buy in bulk, as we know, and there's a Costco right down the street.
Hey. Costco already put out a message saying that Diddy did not buy the baby oil from Costco's. Okay? They already said this.
These are actual statements from P. Diddy's lawyer in response to the discovery of 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil at Diddy's home. While it is true that Americans enjoy bargain shopping from big box stores, most Americans also don't need enough lubricant to fully insert a Minuteman intercontinental ballistic missile into a missile silo that is a little nervous because this is their first time. The public discovery of Diddy's freak-off parties come alongside startling revelations from the numerous criminal cases against him. In 2023, Sean John Combs, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Lube Daddy, a.k.a.
Lube
P.
Daddy.
Slip and Slide, a.k.a. Federal Defendant Number 1, saw his entire career unwind with allegations that he had abused and exploited former girlfriend Cassandra Ventura, also known as Cassie. He was 37 years old and she was just 19 when they first met, quickly making her financially and career dependent on him. At these freak-off parties, it's alleged that he forced Cassie to perform acts on others against her will. The case would be settled out of court without the terms of the settlement being publicly revealed. However, it's likely that this included a very large financial compensation. There's no word on compensation for Diddy blowing up Kid Cudi's car after he became enraged to discover that Cudi had been dating Cassie. Given how much lube Diddy had on hand, getting his car blown up was the least of Cudi's worries. But Cassie's lawsuit was the tip of the
Allegedly.
iceberg. because Puff Daddy, aka Lube Master 3000, was already facing several other cases for exactly the same type of behavior. And front and center of these allegations were P. Baby Oil Diddy's freak-off parties, for both legal reasons and to protect their reputations. It has become incredibly difficult to get solid details on what exactly went on at these freak-off parties from those who attended.
Right, no one is talking.
It doesn't take much imagination when there are literally 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil involved. Odds are, with that much lubricant to make things nice and slippery, Diddy and his guests were not hosting a chess club. Some leaks have emerged, though, painting a sordid picture of Combs' freak-off parties. Allegedly, they involved multi-day-long marathons of physical debauchery, with P. Diddy, aka Slip Daddy, flying in sex workers specifically for the events. That particular allegation seems to have some basis in reality, as amongst the many charges Diddy seems unable to slip out of are related to sex trafficking across state lines, for which he is being prosecuted under the infamous Mann Act. Allegedly,
yeah, he's 100% done. Mann Act? 100% done, bro.
Diddy's flesh fests would begin after his famous white parties, which would attract major celebrities such as Leonardo DiCaprio and Mariah Carey. However, after the A-listers left, Diddy would put on a completely different show for a select group of friends. Michael Kaplan of the New York Post, who broke details on freak-offs, reported that Diddy would lure in women whom he was personally managing or had met at various adult clubs, along with sex workers. Using either drugs, money, or power over their career, Diddy forced the women to participate. Afterwards, to ensure their silence, he would use video footage taken at the events as blackmail leverage or simply threaten to ruin their career.
Young Miami.
But freak-offs had other surprises of their own. According to a well-placed drug dealer who was invited to one of these events, male rappers would engage in acts with each other as well, including some very high-profile and well-known talent whose names have not come to the spotlight yet. However, for any fan of the Boondocks, this type of behavior has long been an open secret amongst the hip-hop community. Heavy security would ensure complete privacy, and only people personally invited by Combs were allowed to enter. Threats of violence, drug addiction, and blackmail were all used to ensure complete secrecy, as well as a healthy amount of payouts for at least some individuals, such as Cassie. Even if guests wanted to leave, the sheer amount of personal lubricant flooding the party space would have made that difficult. There's also been no publicly released footage or any photos from any of these freak-off parties, though low-effort media has been using old clips or photos from legitimate white parties that Diddy hosted in their place as clickbait.
Oh no, I see Jennifer Lopez. I'm trying to recognize some of these people. I don't know who that is. That's Jay-Z. I don't know who that is. She looks familiar though. I think maybe from the group 3LW potentially. This is an actor. Don't know his name. I forgot it. Apologies. This is Busta Rhymes. All right, that's good.
That celebrities like Kevin Hart, Leonardo DiCaprio, or Beyonce attended these parties are unproven and rely entirely on photos and videos of them at known white parties. Combs is, at the time of writing, behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center after being labeled a flight risk. As federal raids against his U.S. homes were being carried out back in March, Diddy had taken his private plane to Antigua in the Caribbean. Thinking the situation over, he decided to return and was subsequently denied bail requests. Commenting on the discovery of 1,000 bottles of lubricant in one of his homes, Diddy, through his lawyer, wanted it to be clear that the presence of over 90 gallons of lube and baby oil was not, quote, as nefarious as it seemed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. That sounds weird. You don't need that much baby oil for a single thing. Like, do you know how long one bottle of baby oil lasts? Okay? It lasts forever. It seems seemingly forever, right? Unless you're using it as, some type of lubricant. I mean, for many copious amounts of people, right? Or maybe one bottle equals, I don't know, one massage potentially. I'm just trying to think about it logically here, guys. It just is weird altogether.
Because who doesn't have a commercial-sized aquarium's worth of personal lubricant for various needs in their home?
I don't.
Slippery Combs is facing some serious jail time for the charges against him, even as the details of freak-off parties remain tightly under wraps by federal prosecutors. At a minimum, Combs faces 15 years in prison, though it's possible he could spend the rest of his life in prison if the federal sex trafficking charges are proven, along with a $250,000 fine. The real question is, how do federal authorities hope to keep a man behind bars who has spent so much of his life steeped in gallons and gallons of personal lubricant?
That's
now,
wild.
slip into this video, the wealthy elite that own the world, or click this other vid instead.
Bro, listen, Diddy's going to jail, most likely. But also at the same time, money does talk, okay? Now, they have denied multiple times his requests. He's put up $50 million. They were like, I don't want that money. I want you, right? It's now a point being proven. He's not getting out, bro. Not in the way that, how about this? No, let me go ahead and rephrase this here. Potentially he could get out, right? But he would have to give up bigger people, okay? Like much bigger people. But he also would know that by doing that, he is now basically ending his life. All right? He's ending his life. Now, we keep seeing videos popping up, even some videos from like many years ago about a guy being interviewed and saying all this crazy stuff, who at the time we thought it was absolutely crazy, but now it's like, wait a second, you said you were a slave? And you were doing what to Cassie? Maybe the man wasn't as crazy as we thought he was multiple years ago because, you know, he told us. He said there was something absolutely nefarious going on, bro. He said that. All right. But either way, listen, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm glad I've never been to one of these parties, right? I've never been to nothing like this. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.